Welcome in or welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a collective reading and our usual like 1 through 5s. I'm also going to be doing a few quick updates, and I'm also going to be reading a script for the upcoming new moon that I created with the help of AI. It has like a grim noir comic book vibe. Alright, so first thing on the agenda, let's start off with whatever Jeepers Creepers out there that are watching me that decided to take it upon themselves to call the Mormon Church. Literally in my last video, I mentioned in my dream how I was baptized Mormon when I'm 36. I was baptized Mormon when I was 19. I was brought up in the church from age 5 to 11, and then because I lived with my grandma and my step-grandfather who were Mormon, and then I went back to live with them when I was 19, and I decided to dive headfirst into it. And anyways, in my dream I had mentioned how like there was like coffee like kettles and stuff like all along the ceiling in one of the rooms of the weird house that I was in the dream. And so I was wondering if maybe it had something to do with that. This could have been like a kind of a prophetic thing, and this could just be a coincidence, but I don't think so. I mean, I pulled a card on it. Your theory about what's going on behind the scenes is correct. You need to trust your intuition. So basically what happened is this card was slipped under my door. Which I'm not gonna... I'll cover up the number, so I don't want to... How do I do this? Hi Tara, we wanted to stop by and get to know you. Let us know when you are free. Our phone number is blah blah blah, and then from the Sisters Missionaries. Okay. So I like to give receipts when I can, so I just thought that was really crazy. And so my theory, my automatic theory was that, well, I have two, okay? So the first one is it's like a Matrix kind of thing, like it was giving like Sam and Dean Winchester vibes, but like not them. You know what I mean? Like, you know how they would pretend they're FBI and then like, go to people's houses to get information. It felt like that. But I also think it had to do with my family that stalks me and is watching me. So a riddle, and then family in the reverse came out. So it's not a myth. It's not mathematics. We don't need a mathematical equation to figure this one out. Something about freedom. It's in regards to my freedom, or the collective's freedom, just freedom in general, which is what I've been trying to fight for on a spiritual level. Something about witnessing a crime. This card came out again, which is crazy because I'll show you guys when I do another screen recording video, because I screenshotted it, but there's somebody literally did a video. There was some crime about, and it's like looks like very similar to this, and the headline is very similar to what I was talking about. Somebody like creeping in somebody's bedroom, and it looked like this in their bedroom window, and then like them living in their closet. was like, what the fuck? And then this one to come out, which the beauty pageant, which we relate to the, which card is it? In the Beetlejuice deck, it comes out as the chick. She green. She's the beauty pageant chick. What is she? The Page of Wands or something? Something about magic, you know, like these spell workers full of envy and lust and all this fun stuff, you know? Like to take your blessings, like to do destiny swaps, all that crap. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Yeah. Oh, Knight of Pentacles. Oops. Yeah, this chick. Oh no, it is. She is in. I know she's in here because it shows her bottom half of her body. Because she's like cut in half or something. Is it the same person or is that a different person? I don't know. Let me see. We'll find it. So, ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Just came up in my head. God, we fucking hope so. Oh, come on, man. Where is it? Jeez. She don't want me to find her, huh? Literally not even finding it. What the fuck? Am I tripping? I don't think so. Let me see. She is. Oh, yeah. So it's not her. It's this chick. I got mixed up. Okay. But yeah, Page of Wands. But I mean, they're like the same. They're very similar to me. But same kind of vibe. So yeah, it's like a beauty pageant thing. It's reminding me of like the show that the Leo King was on. He talks about all the time, True Beauty or whatever. You know, maybe like there's something like that going on the earth in a way. So it's like witnessing a crime in this like beauty pageant. Like these people are like putting people in beauty pageants that they like they're not even aware that they're in. They don't want to be in, you know, like that kind of thing. Yeah. All right, and then so what else? Criminal. So witnessing a crime, beauty pageant, criminal. They're not smart. This criminal's not smart. They're not part of an idealistic organization. They're not from creation. They're not supposed to be here. They're part of the original blueprint. Yeah, blueprints. Genesis. They're not from the original blueprint. They're part of a secret society. Oh, my hair is like making me get itchy, dude. Alright, I'm gonna put the hair behind. Oh my god. Okay. By the way, I know I said I was probably not gonna do any more of these full videos, but this might be my last video on this channel, period, because I'm getting pretty fucking annoyed with, like, this weird stuff happening. I find it kind of funny. I'm not sure. I might start a new channel. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I don't really care enough to do that. But, alright, so we got Secret Society, Life, and then Holiday in reverse. Politician in reverse. So these so these secret societies, their life is like all about going on these like fucked up holidays where they like we talked about this before, where they like hunt you know, they'll put like homeless people or like children or whatever in the woods, and then they'll hunt them or like whatever they do. They're weird. They're politicians in the reverse. What about the politicians in the reverse? They're excavating something. They're digging up something. Ancient treasure, ruins, a museum. So they don't get assassinated. I did give a channeled message a bunch of times about how the mummies and stuff, like the people that are mummified, don't want to be, and they want to be released. So maybe they're taking it seriously. I doubt it. Yeah, Countdown to Doom. Criminal organization. Exploration in reverse. Time. They're running at the... Well, I mean, Countdown to Doom. Exploration. The word sexuality is on here. Just doesn't kind of make sense, but... Truth. Yeah, like... Truth in the upright. Time. Exploration in reverse. I'm not sure what to really make of that part. Let me see. We have cover-up on here. Corruption, torture. Yeah, so like these explorers that are like malefic, or they're explorers in the reverse. Like they're politicians in the reverse. They're shitty. They go on these shitty holidays where they hunt people. Their time is up, and that's the truth. That's what I'm getting. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Oh, and one thing on my agenda to talk about as well is, I don't like calling people out, but this really pissed me off. There's a reader called The Original Master who has brought me a lot of laughs, has warmed my heart on many occasions, but they royally pissed me off today. They actually look like just almost like identical to one of my friends that passed away. As if you've been following along, there's several readers who look almost identical to my friends that I'm either no longer in contact with or they passed away. It's very strange. And then a lot of them are guys, and they're gay now, or they're gay in this life or whatever, which I also find interesting and very strange. So this Original Master is one of them. The Original Master, and then my friend that passed away, his name is Chris Parr, P-A-R-R. And, you know, I wanted to, like, show, like, a picture of him, but I feel like it might be a little disrespectful. I don't know. but like I couldn't even find any anyways. But it's like creepy. It's actually creepy. But yeah, he passed away in 2010. Spirit doesn't want me to talk about this. Okay, but I'm gonna talk about it. And oh God, should I not talk about it? Let me see. Got 2 no's and a yes. All right, who's saying? I don't even know. Who's saying no? Person who was born wealthy in the reverse. Who's also saying no? A superstitious person who's saying yes. Wild card. Make your own character. It doesn't matter. Whatever. You know, it's just somebody was very insensitive about my grieving for this person. So it meant a lot to me when I came across their channel because I missed this person very much so. They were a very good friend to me. They never, as far as I know, they never did anything wrong, messed up to me. You know, they actually just treated me like a human being. They never tried to hook up with me or do anything fucking creepy. You know, like, so when I came across this person's channel, I was like, oh my God. But, jeez, my throat. Hold on, let me get a lozenge. So, anyways, and this person's like most recent video, they were saying how females make horrible leaders, and like, why do you think men are leaders? Like, how do you think they gain power because females are horrible leaders and like shit like that? And I'm like, do you see the state of the world? Like, are you serious? And then they're like, you know, I love you ladies though. Like, I'm not saying anything like that. And I'm like, you know what? Like, unsubscribe. Like, I can't with that shit. And then they're always like talking shit about people being broke all the time. And I'm like, why? I can't with people like that. You know, I get it. It comes up in the cards. Like, you use the same deck over and over. But, like, people, like, stalkers and, like, people being broke. And, like, I'm like, oh, my God. Like, come up with some new shit, man. But also, like, people being broke, a lot of times is, like, literally sabotage. It's such a hierarchical pyramid scheme going on here. The people that are in power have such an unfair advantage. It's like absolute insanity. They can make or break anybody, like that. So, you know, for anybody like talking shit about anybody being broke, like, that's what I gotta say. That's what I gotta fucking say to you, bitch. Alright, so, you know, like, I may not know off the top of my head. I may not be able to, like, list a bunch of, like, facts, like, statistical and analysis type of facts or whatever. But, like, I am very book smart and, like, I can figure stuff out. Whatever it is, I feel very confident that I would be able to figure it out. No matter how complicated it is, for the most part, okay? Let's not go too far. If I was, you know, if I didn't have any, like, brain damage or, like, any, like, health issues going on, if I was in top condition, then yes, I would be fine to do whatever, but my point with that is, like, if you were to put me in the position of some of these fucking assholes who have these, you know, make millions, billions of dollars predicting the weather, let's say, like they do on Wall Street. They were literally, like, placing bets and, like, doing stocks or whatever on, like, predicting the weather. Like, are you fucking kidding me? But if I were to be in any of their positions, I guarantee you I could fucking change the world a lot quicker and a lot fucking better than whatever the fuck they're doing. Alright? And guess what? I have fucking titties and a vajayjay. Compared to you. And your stupid fucking picture where you're like, come take my crown, bitch. I will fucking smack that shit out of your hand. You want to talk shit about females like that. Get the fuck out of here. How the fuck did you get here? Get here anyway. Unless you're a clone, which you probably are, because, like, shit's ridiculous. And it's creepy, honestly. Like, how these readers, like, all look like my friends from my original friends group. It's just really weird. Like, I'm thinking, like, either it's, like, some weird, like, quantum computer AI from some cult organization fucking with me. Or it could literally be some type of cloning thing. Or it could just be reincarnation and, like, these people, once they pass on in the future, God was like, you know, do you want to go back and try to, like, be on the spiritual path and maybe, like, try to help Tara? Like, because she's all alone and she's trying to, like, you know, actually help the world and you abandon her. Or, like, you know, some of them, like, well, I guess, you know, with Parr, I wouldn't say he abandoned me per se, but I guess he kind of did, yeah. Like, I moved away, but, like, I don't think he ever reached out to me or anything. Like, after I moved away, after I, you know, wasn't the party scene anymore, so. But I'm not really sure, like, what happened to any of them. It's kind of like a lot of them just, like, vanished, so. Hold on. Alright, I just had to readjust the camera because I'm not sure if the microphone was covered up the whole freaking time. But if it was, that sucks. I guess y'all couldn't hear anything I was saying. So I'll do a quick recap. The missionaries showed up at my house. They left a little note card, which I showed before. And I found that funny because I had just shared my dream about that, about the coffee thing, and I mentioned about being Mormon yesterday. And then, what else was I talking about? Oh, I did a little reading about who I thought that was. It could have been my family, who is creepers and stalks me and would do some weird shit like that. How can we get somebody to go over there? Like, no. Or it's like some weird, like, Matrix agent type shit where they're trying to be like vampires and get welcomed into your house. Or it's just a weird coincidence. Who knows? Or it's like some kind of prophetic thing. Who knows? But I pulled on it and, you know, it said what I suspected was correct. Oh, this is interesting. This was just sitting here. Underemployment despite high capability. This keeps coming out, and this is exactly what I was just talking about as well with the original master guy who was talking shit about women being leaders. And I just mentioned how that guy looks just like my friend that I grew up with. Or I didn't really, like, grow up with him, but he was one of my friends, and he passed away in 2010. And seeing this person, and then I loved his energy, the original master, like, very, like, smiley, like, you know, kind of goofy, but then he got kind of, like, creepy, a little scary a little bit. And then he's talking shit about females being leaders, so, like, that's a big no for me, dog. Alright, so moving on. Then we got, the Elect of the Living God mentions, I think it's his Ophiuchus reading, the most recent one. He mentions about frogs being romance scammers, which I thought was hilarious, because if you know, you know. Everyone likes to fucking use that now. Ever since I started saying it 3 years ago, all of a sudden I saw everybody start doing that. Same thing with, I started using purple hearts, and then everybody started using purple hearts all of a sudden, and I'm like, okay. Like, I'm not trying to be a fucking egomaniac. I don't give a fuck, but I'm just saying, like, it's literally, like, what happened, alright? Like, I'm well aware, like, nobody likes me. Okay, we get it. Alright. So, he brought up romance scammer frogs. And then somebody outside, like, peeled out, like, hardcore. It was so funny. The timing and everything. They, like, peeled out of the wherever. I don't know if it was a parking lot or a street or, like, whatever. But fucking screeched and peeled out. And he's like, oh my god, like, they're scared or something. They're, like, paranoid or something. And I'm like, yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah, these, like, romance scammer frogs. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with all that. We're not going to talk about that anymore. I really don't care. You know, it did hurt my feelings a lot, especially just the fact of being ignored when I tried to share, like, my story with them. And then, you know, and then I get a couple times I kind of made a jab at, like, Cody. I'm just going to say his name. But I wasn't doing it, like, intentionally. Like, he seems like a really sweet person. But that's just what came out in the cards and what Spirit was saying, you know, with, like, the butler thing. But then I was thinking about it and I was like, oh, I think Spirit was just trying to be funny. Because, like, from the Clue game, it's always the butler. And then he was, like, kind of like a butler in their ghost investigation for Mothman. Because he was carrying around the charcuterie board, whatever. But then, I think it was the last video they did. He made a job at Native Americans. He's like, can't trust Native Americans. And then Deadeye was like, shut the fuck up. Or something, like, really quietly, though. And I'm like, because they were talking about, like, Native American burial grounds or whatever. But, you know, I've talked a lot about, like, my Native American ancestry. I don't know if that was, like, kind of a little jab at me, or if he was just feels that way about them. But then I was watching, you know, so there's two things. So, like, I was watching this video of, like, a Navajo chieftain guy, and he, like, has his own YouTube channel, and he talks about random stuff. He brings up the Evil One a lot, like, from the Led Zeppelin song, the evil one came up and crept away with her, yeah, that song. I don't remember the name of the song, but it's like the Dire Maker, I don't know. I love Led Zeppelin. I know, like, a lot of their songs, like, by heart, but I can't, like, if it's playing, like, I could, like, sing along and stuff, but I don't remember, whatever. Anyway, so one of the videos that Native American guy did, it felt like he was, like, paid to, like, say whatever he was, like, talking shit about witches, but just whatever he was saying just felt wrong. And then it okay. Goose fraba. It made me remember about the dream I had with that Mitchell guy that I brought up, and the whole, like, circus clown thing with it chasing me, and the airport thing, and how I went into this, like, door that was off to the side because I was trying to bypass all the clown minions that were, like, all in a line, like, going like an army going somewhere. And it ended up being there was a Native American that was in charge over there. So, like, I don't know what the connection is between the It Clown and the Native American guy. And it was, like, it felt like it was somewhere in, like, Alaska for some reason, because it was, like, all snowy and just the way it felt. I'm not really sure. But anyways, and that guy, the guy that when I first opened the door had, like, an AK-47, and today there was an article I saw. It said, where did all the AK-47s go? So that's weird. Alright, okay. Moving on. Oh, you know what? We're not going to move on. We're going to see what do you want to say about all that? Career identity loss after layoffs or illness in the reverse. I'm not really sure. Alright, what do you want to say about the romance scammers? Let's see. Yes. Oh, let's shuffle it. I just honestly wish like an asteroid would come down and take out these data centers and stuff, and so we can just go back to like the way things were, so they can't project their quantum computer AI bullshit and make us think like, you know, somebody's real and they're not, or like whatever they're doing. And then also that weird frequency they were blasting for the past 3 months, that Stefan Burns, he's a geologist and like fancy scientist, I don't know. Mad smart. That dude's mad smart. He was talking about it. It's like a real thing. Like there's literally a signal they were like blasting out for the past 3 months that was like doing some kind of weird shit. I don't know. Alright. In reverse, the other, partners, lovers, energies towards you. In reverse, we have toxic, watching from afar without honesty. Anecdote, someone thinks of you more often than you realize. If it was healthy, quiet love, preparing for courage. Then we got the self, inner patterns of personal readiness, the wound of before. And it's in the upright, so integrating lessons without projecting. Anecdote, an echo from an old relationship still speaks whenever someone new says hello. So something about like not being honest and then like holding on to old wounds from old relationships is causing the behaviors. I don't know. Then we got the other partners, lovers, energies towards you, the mirror flame, toxic, and this was in reverse, triggering chaotic karmic entanglement. Anecdote, they ignite you, sometimes painfully, always purposely. Yeah, it's like some kind of lesson bullshit. Healthy, someone who activates profound growth. So you know, the wound of before, there's some type of like karmic entanglement going on. And this was in the upright, right? Or was it in the reverse? Yeah, this was in the upright. So in the reverse, I would have been having new lovers pay for old heartbreak. But in the upright, it's integrating lessons without projecting. An echo from an old relationship still speaks when someone new says hello. So there's just like a wishy-washy kind of energy going on. Whatever. The desire untamed in the upright, sacred passion, embodied sensuality, a spark that burned everything once now learns to warm rather than scorch. Alright, whatever. You know, it's not whatever though. I want to know what's going on with these frogs. Intentions, ascended will, aligning personal desire with divine orchestration, alchemy, act with clarity, surrender, and faith in the unseen. Justice in the reverse, a drive to correct imbalances and protect fairness. Alchemy, use courage, not anger, as your guiding force. Okay. Let's see what the mystery is. The hidden competition. Someone is quietly trying to win, even if the other person doesn't realize they're in a contest. This is the beauty pageant crap I was talking about. Yeah, fuck that, man. There's always some stupid fucking... It seems like there's always some stupid person in the background competing. It's like, get a grip, man. Who is this? Who is it? Who's doing it? Split the deck on endocrinologist in the reverse and a publicist in the reverse. Whoa, they do not want to. That was really, really wild energy there. Holy shit. Stylist in the reverse on top of author in the reverse. Damn. Alright, I don't want... Alright, we are going to read these because, like, you know, they don't want to be known. We got otolaryngologist. I don't know how to say that, guys. ENT. A police officer in the reverse. A paleontologist is involved here. The Pope in reverse. Wow. A janitor in reverse. A landlord in reverse, of course. A tech mogul. Oh, I wonder who that is. Is that you, Elon? A shoemaker. This came up yesterday, right? Or 2 days ago. A priestess. A dermatologist. Oh, maybe that has something to do with when, in the beginning of this awakening that I've been going through, my skin was severely breaking out in hives like I've never had in my life. It's like I had leprosy. And then it almost felt like, because people were trying to like talk about the whole tree thing and how there was this wizard who like put my ancestors' hair and blood and shit, like, and like a bunch of people from the towns, like hair and blood and stuff on the tree to extract their wealth or whatever. And this person was saying to chop down the tree, find this tree and chop it down. And at one point it felt as if I was feeling what the tree felt. Like I could feel, like it was like I could feel like bugs crawling, like it felt like I was literally like a fucking tree. I was like, what is this shit? And then like I was having like severe hives on my arms. Anyways, musician in the reverse. And before anyone says, oh, it was probably psychosomatic, like, I don't have a mind like that. I don't. I really, contrary to popular belief, especially with my stupid ass family, you know, I think very scientifically about things. A prisoner. Yeah, the musician in the reverse keeps coming up in the other deck. An engineer in the reverse. An actress, a B-list actress. An editor. A realtor. A driver. A rehab worker. A food delivery person, of course. A maid. Somebody's maid. Oh, by the way, when I used to play The Sims, I had made Johnny Depp. And multiple times, the game ended up making him get married to, like, to Sims that had evil traits. And I was like, what is this? Like, the most evil ones in the game. I was like, what is this shit? It was so weird. I was like, I kept making them get divorced, and then I made, like, this, like, really beautiful, like, mermaid that was not Amber Heard. But then I think he ended up getting divorced from... Yeah, they ended up splitting up as well. And then it was like, what is going on with this guy? A jailer. A butcher. Butcher's the name of one of the characters from The Boys. The show The Boys. Oh my god. And on my way to the YMCA, well, after I left the YMCA, and then I was going to get food for my son, there was a new place that I'd never seen before called The Butcher. It looked like they probably have really good food there. I don't know, it's just like you could tell when you look at some place, but I found that interesting. A tarot reader. This was on the floor. I saw this. Well, all of these were on the floor, but I could see this one was on the floor, and it was in the reverse. Okay, interior designer in the reverse. A radiologist. I mean, all these people are involved, right? Somehow. Builder. And an occultist in the reverse. I mean, that's kind of a given. With this whole frogs, are they romance scammers? Are they imprisoned? Like the frogs, the prince frogs, and then we have the bear princes from Rose Red and Snow White story. There's also bears that were turned into, or they were princes and they were turned into bears. Okay. If you watch the show Once Upon a Time, you'd like understand this more. So if you haven't, like, can't really help you. Alright. So what else? I think we're gonna just do like some pick a cards, and then I'm gonna do this script maybe after this. I'm gonna stop the video and do a different video for that because it's getting a little long. I don't even know if you could hear anything I'm saying because this is a new like angle, and then I think that's the speaker. I'm not really sure. The microphone. That might be the speaker. I'm not really sure. But it might have been covered up, so. Alright, pick a number between 1 through 5. Where's my... Oh, this was on top. Before you receive, you must give. I guess I'm not giving enough. Alright, number 1, you will discover how blessed you are. Number 2, what it do? Embrace this love relationship you have. Be magnanimous, be trustful, be hopeful, and be patient. Number 3, what it be? Clean up after your pets in public spaces. Smile to others. Honesty and friendship bring you fortune. You don't have to smile to others, okay? I have a hard time smiling. People always, my whole life, like, just smile. You'd be so much more beautiful if you smile. You're gonna say, bitch, give me something to smile about then. How about that? And you also have a fine is a tax for doing wrong. A tax is a fine for doing well. Okay. Okay. just, I guess it's like kind of addressing like just having a perspective switch on things. Maybe there's something you're struggling with. You need to have like a little perspective shift on. Okay. Number 4, a friend asks only for your time and not your money. Number 5, look up in the sky tonight. Have a moment for yourself. All right. And let's pull some angels for you. We're just going to do for the collective, I guess. How many? We got 3 ones. Just one. Mama. Oh. High Priestess in reverse. Well, for y'all, it's upright. Towards me, in reverse. God the eternal lasting. Success. Protection from magistrates. And it's number 44, which is you're on the right path. So, success. Protection from magistrates. I guess let's read from the book. It's not, there's not much in here, but virtues, Psalm 119-108. Accept, I beseech thee, the free will offerings of my mouth, O Lord, and teach me thy judgments. Those born under this angel love to travel in order to learn and will succeed in all undertakings. Their name will be famous in the pomp of glory. Oh God, how do I say this? Ilahia will ensure the success of a useful undertaking, gives protection against armies and magistrates and during trials, and gives victory. Sole guardian for those born from 2:20 p.m. to 2:40 p.m. Moral guardian for those born on May 2nd, July 13th, September 23rd, December 4th, or February 14th. Physical guardian for those born from October 21st through the 25th. Alright, so yeah, protection from like armies and magistrates. That's a really good one because they like to use that against us, you know. So, alright, and then I just feel like drawing from this. So we're going to do 1 through 5 for this, and then we're going to be done. Alright, number 1. Come on. Nothing? Something. Give me something. Asking for help. 7 of clubs, which is like 7 of wands. So we got victory coming with your manifestation. Describe a time when you were embarrassed to ask for help. What can you do next time to get the help you need? Why is asking for help a responsible thing to do, just like giving help when you can? So Spirit's trying to say that your manifestation, there's going to be victory in your manifestation, but it's going to require you to learn how to ask for help or give help when you're able to. or a little combination of both. Okay? And then the Joker fell out. Wild card. Come up with your own topic and 2 questions for everyone to answer. Family and ancestral, unspoken family secrets affecting current relationships. So let's draw 2 secrets cards. A planned surprise for someone other than a marriage proposal in the reverse. So somebody in your family is planning some kind of ill-begotten surprise for someone. A secret that affects the health of a large group of people in the reverse, i.e. your job manufactures poisonous medications. So your family has some kind of secret that's like a surprise regarding the health of a large group of people. Maybe you should help out the people if you are aware of this thing and it's within your power to do so. Alright, number 2, what to do? What to do, number 2? Doing the right thing, King of Diamonds. What are 3 questions you can ask yourself that will help you to decide what the right thing to do is? Think of a time when doing the right thing was harder than just doing what everyone else is doing. What made it hard? So Kings is like Tifereth. It's the 6 Sephiroth on the Tree of Life. And then with diamonds or pentacles, we're talking about money. We're talking about security. Earthly manifestations. So like, you know, what are the 3 questions you can ask yourself that will help you to decide what the right thing to do is regarding your heart space, something heart-centered, revolving money and financial security. Think of a time when doing the right thing was harder than just doing what everyone else is doing. This kind of piggybacks off of the last card where saying like knowing something, a messed up secret, and then like, are you going to do something about it? All right, hold on a sec. All right, so spiritual significance of the current astronomical events, e.g. upcoming eclipses, major planetary alignments for the planet as a whole. There's a Mercury, Earth, Ceres. Ceres is like mother energy. It involves Demeter and her grieving after losing Persephone. It has a lot to do with mother energy. Mercury is like the mental faculties of the mind, messages coming in or going out. Could be talking about travel as well. Typically that's more Jupiter. But there's a Cassini, so like a conjunction. I'm not really sure, but Stefan Burns was talking about it, and he actually goes by the actual astronomical. So negotiation fell on the floor. So maybe look into that and then check out my next reading that I'm going to be posting. I'm going to be reading this script. It's like a 50-page script that I based off of a detailed analysis of the upcoming new moon and the Sabian symbols combined. So it's a little different than the other ones I've done in the past. If you've seen any of them or listened to me read them, alright, so yeah, some type of decision in the heart space relative to financial security or physical security, maybe like your home, where you live, and then relative to a negotiation and the upcoming astronomical events going on. All right, number 3. Oh, spiritual burp, sorry. Number 3, you got media literacy, 4 of diamonds. What is your favorite show or game and why? Who created it? Why did they make it? Think of a commercial or advertisement. What did it sell? What kinds of people might buy it? What was used to attract your attention? Maybe you're starting a business, or you have a business and you're having a hard time advertising. So this is trying to tell you, you know, like, get your gears grinding a little bit. Think of a commercial. What was used to attract your attention? Hospital in reverse. Waiting room is on here. I'm being drawn to the word waiting room. So maybe just jumping to the punch, not being boring in the beginning of the advertisement. I don't know. I'm not very good at this kind of stuff. I'm actually going to be taking a marketing class this summer, starting next week. But as of right now, I can't really help you out because I'm not very good at this kind of stuff. But 7 of hearts is your other card. Honesty. Think of a time when you told a lie. What did you say and why? Why is telling the truth important? What about when you tell a lie to protect someone's feelings? So maybe like this is also saying like to not lie about your product or whatever it is you're trying to advertise, whether it be yourself or a product or whatever it is for you. Just try to be honest about it. And these could be 2 totally separate things that Spirit's trying to talk about. You'll know for yourself. What about when you tell a lie to protect someone's feelings? You know, that's okay and all, but make sure you're not contributing to the person being delusional, because that can cause you to have some, like, really bad situations down the line. Like, Misery, the movie Misery. Yeah, you don't want that. Alright, number 4. Oh. You got Mastery, 9 of hearts, in reverse. Name a skill that you were working hard to improve. How do you know when you have mastered it? If there were no grades, then what can you do to prove that you've learned something? A skill regarding what, Spirit? A wheelchair in reverse. So not feeling disabled. You feel disabled regarding something is what I'm getting here, and like Spirit's saying you have the ability to master the skill and you need to work a little harder at it, but it's saying like you have the ability to do so. Yeah, and standing up. We got wheelchair in reverse and standing up, so like can we be any more on point there? And then 9 of hearts, 9s is like right before completion, so it's like you just keep giving up right before you're about to complete it, and because you're letting your emotions like get the best of you instead of thinking logically, like fact-based, evidence-based, like writing down a list of like what are the things required to complete this goal. Am I capable of this? Am I in alignment with the things that are required here? And then we got 8 of clubs, so it'd be like 8 of wands, and that's like glory. So instead of focusing on victory, you're focusing more on glory. You're worried about what people think about you and your success. You need to worry about how you feel inside from attaining a goal that you feel is important to attain for your own personal growth and development, not what everybody else thinks about you. Take me, for example. If I cared about what everyone thought about me, I would have deleted my channel a long time ago. Because this is all would be considered extremely vulnerable and potentially quite embarrassing. The things that I talk about, the things that I've exposed, the things, you know, so it's like, but the reason why I'm doing it is for personal growth and development, and to also try to help others be brave and have courage and step outside of the box that others have put them in. So I think, you know, there's a message there for you. You need to put on your superhero cape and stand up out of that wheelchair that you put yourself in, because it was in reverse. So it's like you don't need the wheelchair. You need to just take yourself out of it. Describe a time when your friend asked you to do something that you didn't want to do or should not do. Anything you would do differently. What can you do when someone pressures you to do something? So yeah, like peer pressure. You've been falling prey to peer pressure with this like attention to glory instead of attention to victory. Alright, number 5. Inclusion. It's kind of like in the, I would say I'm getting blocked from this. Like there's something blocking you from feeling included. 3 of clubs or 3 of wands, and we got the scales here of justice. So 3s is like you're receiving the understanding that the Divine Mother receives from the Absolute, from the world of emanation. You're receiving that message, and then it's like you're meant to go do something with it, but it's like being blocked. And this is in regards to like your willpower. Why is it important to continue to make new friends, especially with those who are different from you? Why is intentionally leaving someone out a form of bullying? So you're receiving this like inspiration, say, to like, for like some great idea, right? But you're being blocked from enacting it in the world because you're not including I'm getting like you need a team to help you. I'm looking at the book Healthy Relationships 101. You might want to check it out. If I grab this out, it's going to probably knock my phone down. It's called Healthy Relationships 101. I don't remember the name of the author, but you can look it up. It's also nonviolent communication is another form of the same book. It's just different, little bit different. So why is intentionally leaving someone out a form of bullying? Because, you know, you're I mean, if you don't know why, then you really need to look deep within. Like, that's fucked up to do. And this person that you're intentionally leaving out could really help you to manifest whatever the goal is that you need, and then balance the scales. And we got hearts and spades here on the scales. So like between emotions, love, family, and justice, conflict. What is the conflict? Destiny swapping in reverse. So destiny swapping, yeah. Why is intentionally leaving someone out a form of bullying? So maybe you've been a part of like destiny swapping with someone, whether you know it or not, that you did that. You siphoned their energy before they were able to manifest. And you stole their shit, and then, you know, you left them with nothing. or somebody did this to you, put the shoe where it fits. Boundary line. Someone crosses a limit. Reclaiming your space restores balance. Proxy target. Protect proxy. Reinforce domain. Yeah, somebody's definitely targeting someone trying to do a destiny swap here. That card's been coming out like non-stop, but it keeps coming out in reverse. So it's like they're not being successful. Is someone currently trying to do this? Yes. Yeah, we got another yes, a likely yes, and then somebody saying no.
Who's saying no?
A dinosaur scientist. Wasn't that one of the cards with the frog archaeologist or whatever? And then we had in the beginning reading, the politicians in reverse were digging up artifacts. So I'm getting, yeah, somebody is trying to do that. What are they afraid of? So we can use it against them. Duh. Closed shower curtains. So open shower curtains or no shower curtains because it's in the reverse. So like, I guess being in prison and not having privacy in the shower. This was what I was drawn to, and it's hidden, so they're not trying falling. So getting kicked off the wall, like, you know, up there above the dome, getting kicked off the wall. God, I hope they get fucking kicked off. They should not be in the upper dimensions at all. Scumbags. Yeah, cleaning the garbage disposal. Politicians. Bugs in your food. Somebody was saying that on a comment the other day was there's nanobots in the food. Great. It's like, can we ever get away from it? I rebuke all nanobots in food or medicine. In the name of the Most High, Elohim and Adonai and the Holy Ghostess with the mostest. Ramen, all hail the flying spaghetti monster, and fuck you. They don't like to touch dryer lint for some reason. Oh, because they don't like to do their own laundry. Oh, like dirty laundry. Like they don't want to like clean their dirty laundry. It makes them feel sick. They like to stay where they are as well. They don't like to move around. They don't like to... They definitely don't want to get kicked off the wall. Oh. Well, there's fail-safes. I'll tell you that. I know that. There's gotta be. I would not exist if there wasn't. There's no way. There's no fucking way. So, y'all keep playing your shit. Your time is running out. That was in the first reading we did. Your time is running out. The clock is ticking. Countdown to doom. Do you want your flowers to bloom, or do you want to live your life in gloom? They don't like small spaces. They don't want to be put in the sarcophagi. The sarcophagi? Yeah. Who would? Honestly. Who would? Anyone who believes that that's something that somebody would choose is a fucking moron. Straight up. Although, you know, okay. There are some very bizarre people, and also people get conditioned and, you know, they think something is a good idea. But if they were informed of everything involved in that, I do not think they would choose that at all. Yeah, there's no empathy for you politicians in reverse, for what you're doing. There's no empathy in it. Think of someone you know who is struggling with something. What is that person thinking, feeling? How can you help? Describe a fight you had with someone. What could you have done to prevent it from getting worse? And then we got stress management. So, like, you know, maybe... And then this is a conflict card. It's a completion. And we got the skills here as well. Martyrdom, identity in reverse. Yeah, like an empathy in reverse. Like, where's the sacrifice? Like, what have you given up? What have you given it all? Yeah, and this is the result of all the shit. Ocean acidification. The planet's, like, what is it, 70% water? Look what y'all have done to it. And then you got these stupid idiots saying that the men are the good leaders. What have they done? No. No. Abso-fucking-lutely not. So, alright guys, that's the messages that I have for you for today. Like I said, I'm going to be doing this script reading. So if you'd like to watch that, I'll be posting that a little later. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not really sure. We'll see. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye!